Hi, today I'm here with Tim Taylor from eyworks and we're talking about computer systems and using them in settings. What I want to chat about is the fact that a lot of people don't know exactly what their software can do for them. They've maybe bought a system, utilised bits of it, but don't actually know all the other things it could do. So let's talk about what software can do now.
Yeah, I think that obviously different software platforms will have different functions, but at a high level, it's about understanding what you want the software to be able to do and what you think it should be able to do, so you can maximize your use of that software element. So, look, we see software in place typically for child management within the nursery. So, typically day-to-day related software. So that could be observation capture, daily diary capture. But we also see and want to encourage people to look for things like accident form capture, medicine form capture, because what you don't want is half of your data captured through a software solution and then still some paper processes behind for those other day-to-day records you might keep. We think about financial systems and invoicing. It's around, can you book those schedules as you'd want to? Can you predict future occupancy? Add your funding entitlement, really important thing with consumable charging now, a big thing on the DFE side. So how is the software supporting you doing that? Is that you adding chargeable lines to invoices manually or against children, or can it automate that function for you to save you that time when generating those bills? We also want people to consider things around inquiry management. Having a full nursery today is fantastic, but you need to make sure in 12 months, 18 months, you're still at the capacity you need to do. So how can you receive inquiries into your system? Is that through an online web form? Is it through just manually inputting data onto the system? And how can you manage that parent journey through to enrolling the child? Registration form capture, can you do that online versus, again, in a paper type process? So when we think of child management, there's a range of function that can be covered. So it's about asking those questions as to, can my system do these parts and complete those functions that we need it to? But on the other side of that, there's a really important employee management side too. When we think about recruiting staff, really big challenge in the sector. Can you find a software or use a software that can help you create and post job adverts, help you review CVs and manage that candidate journey for employment?
Most people, that's still quite a manual process, isn't it?
Yeah, manually go to a site like Indeed and publish that job advert, reply to people separately, and manage that journey themselves. So software is there to support with that function, and early years dedicated software to support that function too.
So you don't need a different system for it. You can do it all in one place.
Yeah, for sure. Put that one-stop recruitment, moving into HR functions as well.
Okay.
How are you managing that employee data once someone's hired in terms of contract entitlement, annual leave? Can the staff member request the annual leave through the system, for example, rather than ringing up the manager or putting a post-it note in the office to say, I need this week off? And training records, qualification records and renewals. That thought and process of how can we stay compliant from a HR perspective? Again, can you find or use that within the software platform you're using right now?
Okay. And how do you encourage people to really utilise the software and really kind of explore it? Is it just you need to sit down and have a play with it?
Yeah, sometimes there's no harm in just logging in. You might have a demo record that you use for those functions, have a play around, create some elements, see how it would work for you. And then if you find there's a gap or a part of the process that you can't complete, go and speak to your existing supplier to see if it's possible. And if not, understand why, and maybe if there's other alternative options available for you.
I mean, the chances are, if you feel something's missing, someone else has probably raised that before. The chances are is it's in there. You just need maybe a little bit more training to get there, but it's going to make your life easier once you've had that training and found it. So it's well worth having those conversations with your software supplier because they want to make sure that you're using the utilities. I hope you guys found that useful. If you have any questions, please drop them below and hopefully we'll see you again soon.